He must be humble of heart, strong of arm, be savage of war, loyal to hearth, and follow the deeds of glory. He must keep honor with all, banish cowardice from his doings, and bring his house no shame. He must serve the Emperor and defend the Imperium. Thus should a knight rule himself.
Attention, Orc! You face Lord Horik Canorum, son of High King Valeric Canorum, High Prince of House Canorum, Master of the Blade of Gaia, Keeper of the Gates of Loralo, Wielder of the Caloric Flame, Bringer of Hope, Herald of the Holy Order of the Adamantine Lance, the Paladin of Koto, Slayer of the Lion of Essa, the Triumphant, the Light of Stars, the Eradicator.
Hey everyone, NK here, and today we're going to be talking about knights. And it's totally not because I've been playing a lot of Armored Core lately and have become addicted to mechs. Imperial Knights are giant war machines covered in adamantium, powered by plasma reactors, and piloted by nobles of ancient feudal houses. These nobles, known as noble scions, start off as squires. Through intense training, rituals, and a few, or many, augmentations, they become full-fledged pilots. These pilots are connected to the knights via a device called the Throne Mechanicum in order to pilot the knights. While they're the only ones in the driver's seat, they aren't the only ones operating it. Each knight is guided by the consciousness of their predecessors inside of the knight. Knights are devastating on the battlefield. While not on the same level as Titans, you'd rather fight a Space Marine because at least with the Space Marine, your remains are still salvageable. The origins of the Knights date all the way back to the Dark Age of technology. The Knights were created for heavy labor and protecting the colonies from the planet's hostile fauna. Then the Age of Strife occurred. These Knight Worlds, as they would be called, developed feudal societies, with the Knight pilots and their families ruling as nobles. When the Imperium rediscovered these worlds, most of them were eager to reunite with humanity. All was going well, until a bald, tattooed face failed abortion, known as Erebus, decided to pull in "it's just a prank, bro" moment and cause the Horus Heresy. Many Knight houses turned against the Imperium, while the others remained loyal. In the later stages of the heresy, something interesting started happening to some of the traitor knights, but we'll talk about that later. Imperial Knights are separated into three categories: the Quaestor Imperialis, the Quaestor Mechanicus, and Freeblades. The Quaestor Imperialis are knight houses that serve the Imperium directly. They're pretty much straightforward. They serve the Imperium as a whole, they fight the enemies of man, and they bring glory to their houses. The Quaestor Mechanicus are knight houses that serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. They directly serve the priesthood of Mars, fight alongside the Titan Legions, and have a lot more higher quality stuff compared to the other categories. Freeblades are knights who turn away from their house. They roam around the galaxy, often as Imperial mercenaries. They either take on personal missions to regain lost glory, they disagree with their house's methods and views, or they just want an adventure free from their house. They're free to keep their war machines and do whatever they want. But pretty much like everything in the Imperium, there's a Chaos counterpart. Chaos Knights are, well, knights that have been corrupted by Chaos, if you couldn't figure that out. During the Horus Heresy, many traitor knight houses turned to the worship of Chaos and received power from the Dark Gods. The pilots are horrifically infused with their knights, and the ancestors within the war machines went insane as they could no longer uphold their oaths or loyalty to the Imperium. This would drive the pilots insane as well. Many knights that turn to Chaos will become possessed by demons, turning them into demon engines. There's also a Chaos version of Freeblades called Dreadblades. Dreadblades serve no master, and they roam around battlefield to battlefield, causing death and destruction in their wake. One particular Dreadblade is Incarnate Slaughter, formerly known as Incarnate Valor of House Meridon. The House made a valiant last stand against Tyranid High Fleet Hydra, and all of them except for Incarnate Valor were wiped out. Valor butchered Tyranid hordes left and right until the only thing that was on the mind of the pilot and the knight's machine spirit was killing. Before it could be overrun, Valor was sucked into the warp and disappeared. I think it's pretty obvious who wanted this knight. Nowadays, Incarnate Slaughter would show up on a battlefield by rising up from pools of gore, ready to kill anything and everything in sight. Another Dreadblade, known as Death Saber, would cover itself in the blood and flesh of its opponents. And funny enough, it has a fan club of Necron Flayed Ones, who killed the Death Saber's original fan club of Chaos Cultists. They would follow the Rampager around, while Death Saber doesn't really care about this and goes back to killing the servants of the Corpse God. And to be honest, I find this weirdly adorable in a messed up sort of way. Admittedly, when I was still new to 40k, I wasn't really interested in the knights, but over time, I realized how badass they were, especially the Chaos Knights. Anyways, that's it for today. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.